Welcome back to the channel. My name's Danny, and today we're going to be talking about the DeskPi RackMate T1. And the reason why we're talking about that is because it was, when DeskPi sent it, it was originally kind of like, hey, this is a cool addition to the 19U home lab setup. When the DeskPi RackMate T1 showed up, I was kind of already moving. So life was in boxes. And now that I'm settled, I'm in the new place, and unfortunately, maybe fortunately, it forced me to downsize my setup and then actually use the RackMate T1 as my main production rack, which you see here in the upper corner. You probably saw it in the last video. The RackMate T1 is a pretty cool mini server rack, and we're going to be focusing on that today and talking about how I had to adapt and change my setup now down to one bedroom. Let's check out the RackMate T1. Quick walk you through the RackMate T1. Now, the version I have is in black. You can get it in silver as well. I prefer the black powder coat. I think it looks really good. It's got a nice textured finish. Overall, also it includes all black screws. It has acrylic sides, so you can see. So they're kind of got like a purple hue to them. Now, when you're building it, the acrylic sides actually come with like a protective film, which is great, but the top of the rack is also acrylic, and the bottom has a metal base that has some screw holes and some ventilation slots. Let's quickly talk about some of the equipment and the way I have everything set up. Now, this isn't final, and this is kind of how I built it originally for the original video. In the original video, the idea was to mock up the Think Center, throw an AP in it, throw my Netgear switch in it, and that was really kind of it. Since moving to this house, it's actually forced me to use the Netgear PoE switch. Originally, I was going to use this Unify AP Lite, but since this is a much older unit, the Wi-Fi standard has changed, and well, this one's kind of slow. And ultimately, and it's really sad, but the Wi-Fi off my ISP home router is faster. In the future, I'll replace it with proper AP. I'll bring you guys along with that, and then we'll set up proper AP floor by floor in this house. It also includes this secondary shelf that's also for Raspberry Pis, and it includes little Pi adapters to bring the ports to the front. I don't have them on hand. They're buried in a box somewhere. I wish I had them. As well as I ordered this 1 liter PC shelf for the server rack that actually holds the Lenovo Think Center in. So this was a separate purchase. It was about 20-something dollars. It brings an HDMI port forward as well as a Ethernet port forward. So it has a Keystone jack. So you could wire these in. So it makes it easy for for managing physical hardware. So you could just plug a monitor in here and connect this directly to your switch. As well as there's other accessories you can get for the RackMate T1, but not just the T1, but the entire RackMate line of server racks. As well as there's a massive community around these little guys, and if you want to 3D print accessories, you can. But overall, how this comes out of the box with the blanker plates, so it came with 3 blanker plates, the 2 shelves, and I bought this as extra. It's a great setup initially. Right now, we're going for functionality until I do my final setup. So now let's talk a little bit about the build quality and kind of putting it together. Overall, it's really easy to work on. All you really need is a screwdriver to change out any of your shelves. They just screw in really easily. So if you ever want to move something, like I want to right now, you can unscrew this and it comes out just like that. And you can position it along any of these screws. What I'm planning on doing to restack this, to make everything fit better, and so that my home router isn't on its side, is I'm actually going to flip the home router up and then shove everything up to the top. So the Netgear switch will be at the very top. Below that will be my Think Center, which is also my Proxmox box. The RackMate T1 it's a pretty cool little server rack. So let's go ahead. We're going to shuffle some stuff around. This server rack is really cool. It's a form factor I've never worked with. I think it is a perfect form factor for home hobbyists because you don't need a massive server rack. You don't need crazy redundancy. You could manage just fine with a smaller form factor and a lighter compute. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna relocate my switch and also my Think Center so I can actually place the home modem upwards. I think it's gonna look a little bit nicer, and as well as this isn't the permanent location for it. Server rack itself is too tall to fit inside my IKEA shelf that I hear. Funny enough, this shelf is the width of a regular server rack. So I was able to actually fit my 2U Synology, my 24 terabyte NAS. This is a super easy to work on, super easy to move hardware, and assembly for this rack was very simple. It's all held together with a bunch of Allens, and once it's assembled, you don't really ever have to mess with it again. You need to make sure everything fits loose first, and then you can wrench it all down and make it nice and tight. We just need to move our rear supports. But the one nice thing about this server rack, the overall fit of all the parts fit together very nicely, and as well as everything's packaged very well in the package, and hopefully I have some footage that I can salvage, but everything fits together nicely. Everything has this really nice powder coat finish, as you can see. This is just one of the blanker plates, right? Which isn't like anything, it's nothing special. It's just a metal blanker plate. It could be plastic, but they made it out of stamped steel. They powder coated it with a wrinkle finish. It's in really good, really good finish. So this is the only one that had some kind of blemish on it. That's the only imperfection we had on the entire server rack. The way it was packaged, it was all flat packed. Everything was individually packaged. All the screws, everything was really nice. I wanted to show that because when I first unboxed it, it blew my mind. So I was like, wow, this is really nice. So this is the completed rack after I rejigged some stuff. We got the home ISP modem here, left the gap here for some airflow. We also got an open shelf here where we can put some pies if we'd like, as well as in the box, it did include some little cards that you can bring the HDMI and USB C ports forward. I'll try to find that and add some B-roll, as well as this extra shelf that I purchased for my Think Center is really nice, and eventually I do want to purchase a second one and get a second one of these computers and then have 2 nodes in my Proxmox cluster. You know, it included the full-size shelf, which goes from the front to the back with the extended supports, which is nice. So if you had a heavier switch than this little neck gear that I have, now this little neck gear isn't the heaviest thing in the world, and most of its weight is in its power supply that's halfway down this IKEA shelf. The only thing I would say is I don't have a small enough NAS to fit inside of this, and it would have made my entire setup that much more compact. So maybe that's the future for this. This will become everything in one, but I don't really know. So for now, I would say I'm really happy with the rack. I'm really happy how it kind of turned out and it went production, as well as the finish on it's really nice. All the screws screwed in perfectly. There was no issues with assembly. It also included the Allen screwdriver and as well as a Phillips screwdriver for assembly. The assembly, the build quality, fantastic. The instructions, great. Packaging, great. Like, DeskPi knocks it out of the park with this guy. And if you need something that's like a horizontal, wider setup, they have that. You want something that's bigger and taller, they have that. You don't like black and you want silver, they got that. You need a screen in the front, well, they got you. And like literally every other accessory for this. And if there isn't an accessory that they sell, you can probably find someone who's posted the 3D printed file that works for this. There's a massive community and subreddit for mini server racks. So it's a really fun world that I've just dipped my toes in. And for now, this works perfectly for me. But in the future, I may expand it more, add more compute nodes, more switches, and maybe we'll try to build a mini NAS into this, and maybe that will be my scratch disk. For now, I'm just using a 1 terabyte SSD as my scratch disk when I edit. It's a lot faster than editing over the network. It survived the move, which is a bonus, and it, didn't even show any signs of wear. Doesn't scratch easily at all. I've tried, can't scratch it. I mean, I'm sure if you took a key to it and scratched it, you could, but from normal handling and use, it holds up well, and the powder coat finish is great. I really like the rack overall. It's a good product, and I think it fits a really cool niche of the home labbing space. So as someone who's new to this form factor and discovering it and really realizing you don't need a full-size server rack at home, this really fits the bill and does pretty much everything I want it to do. And everything is housed nicely, and it makes it look nice, and it's quiet as it holds small hardware that isn't loud, doesn't suck a lot of power, and I think that's a big attraction for a lot of people to run non-enterprise gear at home, and you can still get a lot done. I think we're done for today's video. This is now my main production server rack. It's tiny, it's literally a little bit bigger than my head. I'm really happy with it. So if you're interested, check out the link below and check out DeskPi's website. With that, we'll see you in the next video. My name's Danny.